Hello everyone, I am Gabriele, welcome to my channel. My Utah Raptor is 49% grown and you need to be sure that your food is at 100%. So I'm gonna take another couple of last bite without vomiting. 99.94 is right, and 105 of each nutrient. At this point, what to do? I mean, I have grown my Utah Raptor or Carnotaurus, I mean terrestrial carnivore. Doing just player versus enemy, interacting with something I can hunt actually, not interacting with boars, not interacting with deers. You cannot fight them easily, or probably by the time you manage to take them down, bigger predators just show up and you have to let go of that food that you hunted so hardly. Now, once at this stage, am I at 50%? Yes, I have a diet. I have to follow this diet. Before 50% grown stage, you just don't follow any diet. You just be careful not to cannibalize your own if you are a Utah Raptor, because otherwise you receive you are nerfed kind. I mean, you start randomly biting here and there, you start making sounds, I mean, you go crazy, nothing else. Now, where can I show it to you? Where I am here on the previous episode, I forgot to show it. But I am actually here. I am here. Where is it? Where is it? Vulnona.com map. In the previous episode, I decided to spawn south, and I was lucky enough to spawn south here. I mean, on the left hand side of Spine Wall, on the western side of Spine Wall. I was south, close enough to Pocket River. Here we have Pocket River. And from this point, I went all the way west until I reached the docks. I mean, probably I went too much north, but it's alright. I could have been in the spot I am now if I followed more of a straight path on the west side. Instead, I did west-northwest, but alright. I arrived at the docks and then I followed the coast downside. I mean, towards the south. From here, I ate my first turtle without struggling much in my hunt, let's say. And then I followed the coast up to here. This spot, minus 145, minus 708. There is a drinkable spot of water. It's just the spot in front of me. Now, what to do? After you reach that 50% growth stage, you are on a diet. You better follow it if you want to keep a perfect diet. Utah Raptor doesn't present so many issues. No carnivore at the moment, in my opinion, present many issues to grow with a perfect diet, because you can drag the diet that you had as a juvenile before that 50% growth stage. So this is the point I was telling you. It's drinkable water. You just have your fill of water here, and then you proceed to a hot spot, kinda, or you go center. I mean, boars are on my diet. Let's see what I can find player versus enemy. Rabbit. And that's it. Ipsi, Drio and Terra, they are all playables. I need a character, I need a player in order to have them. I need a player and I need to win that fight. But none of them is hard to fight as a Utah Raptor. Ipsilophodon are easy to fight if they are in for a fight. Drios as well, and so goes for Pteranodon if they want to fight you, because they can very well run away from you. So container area, in case you are being hunted, just don't hide in here, what I'm doing now. Don't do it, just don't do it, because it's a dead end. You just die in there. If you are being hunted by a Carnotaurus, probably you're gonna get killed by a ghost bite, you know. Ghost bite here, ghost bite, dead, I'm dead. So yeah, that's what you do not want to do. Yeah, I mean, I could do more of a straight line and go straight to south. I mean, south Pocket River, and then going to the mud pool that was once Oasis, mud pool that now is a mud pool. And before this patch, this minor patch, it's a huge patch. That was most than welcome. It was a nice surprise developers did to players. Now it's just a mod pool. What once was Oasis, now it is just it is but a mod pool. But it's okay. It's okay because it gave the previous patch. Before this patch, it was like herbivore shenanigans. Now it is carnivore shenanigans. more on the Carnotaurus side, that is, because Carnotaurus got a huge nerf. I mean, survival-wise and skirmish-wise. Skirmish-wise, they sprint faster. Skirmish-wise, they have a better turning radius when charging. Yes, they do have a turning radius when charging. Very little, but still there. Mod. Now, these mod pulls are very occasional. This makes the Utah Raptor bleeding more powerful, the Utah Raptor bleeding mechanic more powerful, because you cannot wallow in mud just wherever you want by river banks as before. I think it's a good idea, personally. Yeah? These are just my ideas. Probably I haven't seen all faces of the problem, all the sides of the problem, but in my opinion, it's a good idea that mod pulls are very occasional, here and there, scattered. They are not that common to find. That is. So Utah Raptor bleeding ability is stronger. Well, all characters inflict bleeding, but Utah Raptor relies on bleeding more than other playables, like Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus relies very much on utter brute force. I mean, a Carnotaurus can just bite through you and win a fight. They just have to spam bite. Because charge now has been nerfed. I think it doesn't deal anymore a huge amount of damage. Charge of a Carnotaurus, it deals roughly 300 points of damage and stun the target. That might be the most dangerous thing if you're fighting against a Carnotaurus and they are charging at you. So this area is good. I mean, there is a human compound that's gonna be full of mercenaries when they are coming out in 2 years from now. I'm gonna say 2 years from now. 2 years from now, mercenaries are coming. Not now, because mercenaries will come out after update 9 if the Trello roadmap is not changed again, because we have to take that into account. So update 6 is coming out. Update 5 is coming out, let's say June. Update 6 is coming out in, let's say, December this year. Update 7 and 8 will come out in, let's say, summer and winter 2023, late winter 2023, so update 7 and 8. And then update 9, June 2024. I don't know, if developers keep updating this game with big updates, with big mechanics, big playables, with some playables with big mechanics, by summer 2024, we're gonna see some humans probably already, I mean mercenaries, and after that tribals. I don't know, 2024, by December 2024, I wanna see some mercenaries already in game. 100%. I mean, officially out with their mechanics, with their first person view gameplay, with many things. So that is Radio Tower. This is roughly the same spot I started at when I spawned as a Utah Raptor in the previous episode, and now I'm going back there. Because here you can find some boars, and boars are on your diet. You wanna rest, because I've depleted my stamina. I'm not hatchling anymore. Have you seen it? I managed to go from one side of the island to the other one, from south center to the western side of the island, without sitting down with my hatchling. Now with this Utah Raptor instead, that's already a 50+% grown Utah Raptor, a subadult. I need to sit a couple of times, or I need to stop running like crazy. It's never a good idea to wander in the middle of a prairie, with no stamina. Check it, a boar. Okay, in these cases, there is a boar far away. You wanna check your life. You wanna see, alright, how much margin of error do I have? My HP is roughly 190. Let's say my HP is 190. I can take 4 hits from that boar. That boar is inflicting 40 points of damage per hit, at least the last time I checked. So 4x4 is 160. A 5th hit will kill me actually. Now, unless by the time I am fully rested, I am over 200 points of damage, then is alright. So let's say I can take up to 4, maximum 5 hits from that boar. I'm good to go. And let's see, as when you when you inflict enough damage to a boar, they will start running away. But not before, they will just face tank you. That's what boars do. That's what boars do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. What's my life? Yeah, that's I can take another bite. I can take another bite. It probably was not a good idea to face tank that boar. So sorry. But yeah, this is the general idea. That is the general idea. It's not inflicting much of a bleeding thing. So it's alright. I don't want to get in a forest. I want to have a clear vision on that boar. It was not a good idea to face tank that boar. I admit it. My fault. You do not face tank a boar. You do not face tank a boar. Check it. It's running. It's running. I wonder if it will be able to blade to death. I'm gonna sit here and then I will continue it. Boar is on my diet, so it's one extra thing that I will not need once I reach a hotspot. Let's say I arrive at a hotspot and I need Paki or Tenno, and I don't find any. Or I find some Tenno or Paki, but it's too risky for me to get them. Would you get them? Probably not. Probably not. If it's too risky and you still have enough food, why? Why going after them? Did it stop? No, it is relentless. It is relentless. A boar that hasn't been damaged much, and you are running away from it since start, it's not gonna follow you. I mean, after a while they will drop the chase. But on the other hand, if you attack the boar and the boar is inflicting you a lot of damage, then yeah, they're gonna be relentless hunters, worse than some of us. I mean, sometimes I am a relentless hunter myself, if I know that I have the upper hand. That boar AI know that they have the upper hand on my Utah Raptor. Run for your life. By the way, check. I'm bleeding like crazy. I am bleeding like crazy, and this is never too good. This is never too good. Let's get to a high point, or actually not. Come on. Are you still hunting me? Unbelievable. 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 It's... So, do not interact with a boar just face tanking it. Do not face tank a boar. Let's continue. I'm not bleeding anymore. I'm not interested in that boar no longer. I'm going south. I'm very much close to south. I will take it. I will say, alright, I just had that boar. You imagine me fighting that boar and I was successful. It is possible, by the way. But just don't face tank it. Don't face tank a boar like I did. That was a very silly idea on my side. I mean, check my damage. 20 points of damage. 20 points of damage. A boar has likely 400 plus points of damage. So I must have removed 30% of that boar's health at most. That was definitely not... Oh, did I hear some... I hear some carnage. Oh man, it sucks to have lost so much HP because of AI, you know. It sucks really. Plus bleeding. If you have bleeding on yourself, if you're alright, if your bleeding pool is not full, be careful, because your bite force will be less than you expect it to be, and your stamina and let's say your running speed will be inferior to what you expect to be. So this is a spawning point as well. Most of the time, if you decide to spawn south, you will spawn here. You will not spawn where I spawned last episode. Just a few times only you will be able to spawn on the other side. At least me. I don't know if it is a thing or not. But most of the times you will spawn in here, in this vale. Other times you will spawn on the other side, on the western side of Pocket River. But most of the times, where is it? You will spawn here. Where is it? Here. Here, you will spawn here. 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 Do you see here? Here. You will spawn here. Actually, most of the times you will spawn here in this area. And then some other times you will spawn there in this other area. So this is Pocket River. Pocket River. Can I add more things? By the way, I think so. Road name. Food, veggies. Yeah, okay. Well, most of the time you will spawn here on the right hand side, on the eastern side of Pocket River. Other times, instead, a fewer times, you will spawn on the left-hand side, on the western side of Pocket River. This is kind of a hotspot. This is a hotspot, but less of a hotspot than this other one. I mean, at least when I play. At least when I play. This is Vulnona.com, by the way. If you do not know Vulnona.com, check the link in the description below, and that's updated to the last Vulnona map, in theory, if I mistake not. So... let's go back and check if I managed to get some player food. Do I need player food? Why not? There is never enough food. I have roughly 100 points of life. I mean, I wait, my life is 237 points of life. I have 230, 240 HP, but my health is half, so 100. Let's say I have 100 HP only. I'm gonna get on the cliff, on the ridge of, at the end of this valley, there is a ridge that is splitting south part of the map with center part of the map. I don't know, it is just me, how I select, how I section, how I split the map in my mind. Another boar, do I want to get it? No, thank you. I am not that hungry. I'm not that hungry. I will spare your life. So I want to check my back as well, just in case someone spawned or there is a big Carno behind me. This area is actually full of Carnotaurus players, because, just because. Okay, do you want to see me die? Yay! So, successful pounce. Unfortunately, I'm bleeding like crazy. This Carnotaurus is not pressing E. You want to hold E, you know? Oh no! Oh no! I need to hide, I need to hide, I need to be careful. I need to be careful. And I need to move as well. I need to move as well. I need some stamina back. I need some stamina back, you know? These Carnotaurus, who knows where they went? Who knows where they went? So I want to sniff the air, because that Carnotaurus is probably bleeding. Check my back. Still, check my back. Oh, it went away. It went away from what I see. Went somewhere. Okay, it's running away. It's probably bleeding much. So it went that way. So, that Carnotaurus is an old juvie, I guess. Super fresh sub at most. So, it's on my diet. I can hunt that down. If you are successful with a pounce, you stand excellent chances at taking it down. Now, that's why you want to be careful around this area. Plenty of Carnotaurus players, because they have mod pool. Carnos are stronger around mod pools, because they do not have any special ability apart from charge. But you do not use charge as a Carnotaurus much. You use bite more than anything, because it gives you more maneuverability than charging at other things. And giving your strong point being the bite itself, you will win against most playables, even Stegosaurus, if the Stegosaurus decide to stay in the mod pool, because mod pools do not allow any playable to use their special ability. As a Deinosuchus you cannot lunge, as a Stegosaurus you cannot use tail whip, as a Tenotosaurus you cannot use tail whip and kicks. So Carnos have upper hand fighting in mod pools. Did I lose track of that Carno? I hope there is still some bleeding track here and there. Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. I gave priority to my survivability rather than being a relentless hunter and attack that Carnotaurus. That must be bleeding a bit. That must be bleeding a bit. Now, if I were a Carnotaurus, I would hide in this forest. For example, I would hide in this forest. Forests are the best spots where you can hide in, you know. They are definitely the best spots that you can use as hiding zones, as hiding areas. So this is definitely good spots. Now, if you want to ambush, choose and you want to have a good visibility around you instead, I'd say choose a spot like this. A bush. They give you decent visibility, probably a taller bush, because I'm not as tall as a Carnotaurus. Make sure there is no Carnotaurus around that can come and charge at you by surprise, and that's it. That's it. That's how you ambush others in a prairie, for example. Choose a not so tall bush, crouch in there, make yourself less visible. I know I am still visible, but you don't need to pay very much attention in this direction, probably. Apart, excluding if you come from that side, but it is a bet I'm doing now. Well, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This was me playing some Utah Raptor, some player versus enemy. I failed playing player versus enemy against that boar. I played very poorly. Do not face tank any boar. Just don't. If you can bite and hit and run, just do it. Hit and run guerrilla against boar AI up to a certain growth stage at least. And then hide. And if you can, take down whatever food items you have around. You never know when you are actually gonna be starving, so you wanna always have that food bar top maxed out. That's just my guess, though. That's my guess, depending on the situation, because you do not want to leave too many corpses around, just because it's very dangerous for you as well, among other things. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Consider subscribing my channel and have a great day. Bye bye.